Hello everyone, how was your day? Hope it's great, yeah? Let me introduce myself. My name is Naurah Qurrotu'ain. You can call me Naurah. Today, I'm going to review one of most talked about musical films of the last decade. The movie is titled The Greatest Showman. It was released in 2017 and was directed by Michael Gracie. For those who haven't seen it, let me give you a quick summary. The film is a musical drama inspired by the life of P.T. Barnum. It tells the story of a visionary man who rose from nothing to create a mesmerizing spectacle that became a worldwide sensation, the circus. It is a classic rags to riches story about ambition, love, and acceptance. In terms of genre, this is a biographical musical drama. It was a huge success commercially and received significant recognition, including a nomination for Best Song at the Academy Awards and a win at the Golden Globes for the powerful anthem, This Is Me. Let's dive into the plot analysis. The storyline follows P.T. Barnum as he loses his job, takes a risky loan, and gathers a group of unique individuals to start a show. To be honest, the storyline itself is not very original. It follows a very standard Hollywood formula. A dreamer faces obstacles, achieves success, loses his way, and finally finds redemption. However, even though the plot is predictable, the pacing of the movie is incredibly fast. The film moves from one event to another very quickly. Sometimes this is a good thing because it keeps the audience entertained. There is never a boring moment, but on the negative side, the fast pacing means that some conflicts are resolved too easily. For example, the relationship problems between Barnum and his wife seem to be fixed in just one song. A memorable scene for me is the opening sequence. The transition from Barnum dreaming as a young boy to the explosive performance in the circus ring sets the tone perfectly. It tells us right away that this movie is going to be loud, colorful, and energetic. Moving on to the character development. The main character, P.T. Barnum, is played by Hugh Jackman. Jackman brings so much charisma and energy to the role that you can't help but root for him, even if he is being selfish. However, as a character, Barnum is a bit problematic. The movie portrays him as a hero for the outcast, but at the same time, it is clear he is using them for the money. The film glosses over his flaws to keep him likable. Then we have the supporting characters. Zac Efron plays Philip Carlyle and Zendaya plays Andy Wheeler. I think their subplot is more emotionally engaging than the main plot. A rich man falling in love with a trapeze artist despite societal roles. Their chemistry is undeniable. Also, don't forget to mention Kiala Settle, who plays Letty Lutz, the bearded lady. She is the heart and soul of the circus group. Her acting makes the audience feel pain and pride of being different. On the other hand, the character Jenny Lind, who played by Rebecca Ferguson, feels a bit weak. She is used mainly as a plot device to create conflict, which is a lackluster aspect of the writing. Let's talk about the direction and cinematography. This was actually Michael Gracie's directional debut. Before this, he worked in visual effects and music video, and you can really see that influence. The direction focuses heavily on the spectacle. The camera work is dynamic. It never stays still. It swoops from the dancer and flies through the air during the trapeze scenes. This makes the viewer feel like they're part of the show. The aesthetic is magical. The use of vibrant colors, especially red, gold, and blue, creates a dream-like atmosphere. The lighting is very theatrical. It is not meant to be realistic, it is meant to look like a fantasy. I think the direction vision was to make a movie that feels like a pop music video, and he executed that perfectly. Now, we arrive at the most important part of this review, the sound and music. In my opinion, this is the strongest aspect of the film. The songs were written by Ben Pasek and Justin Powell. The soundtrack is modern pop. It works perfectly with the movie's energy. The opening track, The Greatest Show, immediately grabs your attention with its stopping beat. Then there is This Is Me. This song is not just a track, this is an anthem. The way it builds up from a quiet whisper to a powerful chorus is impactful. It enhances the film by giving a voice to the marginalized characters. Another standout is Rewind to Stars, the duet between Zac Efron and Zendaya. The combination of the aerial stunts, the music makes it a visually and sonically beautiful moment. The music elevates it to a masterpiece of entertainment. The movie explores several central themes. The most obvious one is acceptance and inclusion. The circus becomes a home for people who rejected by society. The message is clear. We should celebrate our difference rather than we hide them. Another theme is the danger of blind ambition. Burnham constantly chases acceptance from the upper class. He almost losing his true family in the process. The movie teaches us that we don't need the world to love us. We just need a few of people that matter. These themes are conveyed effectively through the lyrics of the song. However, I must criticize this movie slightly here. While the message is acceptance, the film ignores that the real history of P.T. Barnum, who actually exploit people in real life. The movie presents a sanitized, Disney-fied version of the truth. Personally, I like this movie so much. What I liked was the pure entertainment value. It is impossible to watch this movie without tapping your foot or humming along. It is a feel-good movie in every sense. Hugh Jackman creates an infectious energy that carries the whole film. What I disliked was the lack of depth in the script. The conflicts are solved too easily, and the critics in the movie are portrayed as villains, even though they were right about the circus being a freak show. I would recommend this movie to anyone who loves music, theater, musicals. If you are looking for a serious, historical accurate biography, this is obviously not for you. But if you want to escape reality for 2 hours and smile and humming along, you will enjoy it. In conclusion, The Greatest Showman is a visual musical feast. It has a simple plot and some character flaws, but it makes up for them with incredible songs, stunning choreography, and lots of heart. It left a lasting impression on me because of its soundtrack. Even years later, the songs are still stuck in my head. It reminds us that no one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. Overall, because I like this movie so much, I will give this movie a rating 10 out of 10. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching my review. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my opinion. Goodbye, see you guys.